Even I'm surprised at how good a hookup rate we get on these. You don't miss many good takes, and when you do get the fish on with the wide gate worm hooks, you don't drop too many. So it's a highly productive way to go fishing. Throw it right back over the top of all the salad and just slowly work it out until I get to the outside edge. Drop it down and then work it across the gaps. And I'm not getting constantly hung up. You can imagine what it'd be like if you threw a hard-bodied lure with a couple of sets of treble hooks on it in there. You'd be snagged instantly. A lovely fish, beautiful silver. Oh, that's a proper barra.
So too.
That big bucket mouth. But that worm hook has just pinned it beautifully in the corner of the jaw.
How often is that the case, too, Steve?
And they so rarely come out, that's why I wasn't overly panicking. If these worm hooks, they just get around that jaw. Yep, got him. I'll just show you. You can see all the legs I've added to it. That's just strips of rubber, they're fly tying rubber. And I just use a needle and pull them into the body. And it just gives that effect of legs and feelers and things hanging off. Not enough people tweak their soft plastics. It's good fun apart from anything else, and you actually discover some things doing it.
Much similar to what we did earlier on the nipper beds. We're out here a little bit deeper now. We're in about 1.5 meters of water. We've got a loaf of bread saturated with a bit of water, and we're just filtering a little bit out every now and then, and we're going to try and burley up some mullet.
Got one, George.
You got one, Clay?
Yep.
Hold you right over that way, Calista, so he doesn't tangle up. This is what it's all about, getting the kids into a bit of rod bending action. We just burleyed up some mullet, they're in the burley everywhere, and these things can pull. They're really kid friendly, they taste pretty good on the barbie too. Now that we've got the mullet burleyed up to the boat, it's just a matter of a little bit constantly. You want to catch another one?
Yeah.
Did his tail get you? Did his tail get you? Sorry?
He peed on me.
He did.
Poo.
So we launched the cross country at the bottom of the Gulf to make access to the eastern shore a little less formidable should the weather change.
John, I got a ray, see him, and he's got fish with him.
Oh, there's a big goldie.
Gee.
Oh, yes. How nice was that? It really is champagne fishing, isn't it?
It's wonderful fishing.
This is what I love.
Seeing them react to the flies is the big thrill for me.
Yep.
You know, when a fish starts shaking its head, get the rod up high, and the bending rod will absorb those head shakes and protect your tippet. Beautiful reel and a beautiful rod. I'm fishing the new Sage 1 rod. This is their latest offering. Incredibly light. This is a 10-weight rod, weighs 4 3/16 of an ounce. A 10-weight rod, which is like a light game rod. There we go. Beautiful, nice fish. Exmouth, flats goldie.
As a nation, we love our recreational boating, even if it's just getting out once or twice a year in a hire boat. However, a very simple piece of kit can make your boating a much safer experience.
Yeah, the kill lanyard's probably one of the most important safety features on an outboard motor, and I think it's something that's overlooked by most of us. Our kill lanyard, yeah, it's very, very important.
We've got some fish going crazy over there. There we go. Yeah, that's a waddy. That's a waddy.
The boys' technique was pretty simple, and the trick is not to strike violently when a bite is felt and pull the bait and hook away from the fish. Instead, slowly tighten up and increase pressure on the line until the full weight of the fish is felt. And by then, they're already hooked. It's simple but deadly effective, and Will and Mo don't miss too many whiting this way.
Oh, he's a good one too. Flathead they want to sit on the edge. They want to wait for the bait fish that are forced off these sand flats because there'll be no water left on them, and they basically sit there and wait there. And there we go. And that's hopefully a good flatty by any chance, right in that mouth. There's 60 centimetre mark there.
I'd say it's a good 1.5 kilo fish, maybe even 1.7.
Well, that's a nice start. That's a nice yellowfin brim. And that's about, believe it or not, an average size for Malakuta. I just love catching brim on hard-bodied lures. It's an exciting way to fish, productive, and also it's actually a lazy way to fish. The lure does 90% of the job for you, and the only other 10% you need to bring to the party is putting the lure in the right spot.
Hopping is a technique that mostly involves rod work. Lifts and drops of the rod cause the lure to swim up off the bottom, then flutter enticingly down under controlled slack line. By contrast, the so-called slow roll technique involves smoothly winding the reel at a medium pace with the rod tip held low.
We've just changed tactics and we've moved in closer over the flats and just rolled the hard body in about 6 feet of water, which is about the optimal depth that the hard body will dive. We've pinned ourselves a little black brim, so I'm pretty happy with the change. I love this place and I love using hard bodies for brim. Grab yourself a few Morlocks and a few T2 ghost blades and give them a go yourself.